Throwing on first down is Allen. Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. It's caught. Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Leopard!
There's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Leopard!
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 15 yards. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On second down, Rosen. Nelson's got it here right side. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession. First down carry here for Johnson. Finding some room at midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hurry up, here we go.
On second down, here's Rosen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd down, Rosen. But he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Hassan Reddick coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
On play action, Rosen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Leopard. Leopard.
Now a handoff, Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Here we go. 319. 319.
Rosen off the play action. This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Set. Watch it now, 319. 319. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Hot.
He's going to get it running right. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Dawson tacks on the point after. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll let it go deep for Curley. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Jeremy Curley, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Allen on third. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Cardinals. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 2nd down, Johnson. And some room to maneuver. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They go play action. It's Rosen. Going up top. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Benjamin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. This is T.J. Logan to return it. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. 3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Marcus Golden in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Watch it now, Barney!
On 2nd down, Ivory. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything, because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top.
And he's got his tight end, Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay from a yard out, and the Bills are in for 6. And so it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Play action here with Rosen. And that'll be incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on third down, it's Rosen. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And here come the Bills. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Second down, here's Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43. Yard line. The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen from the gun on third down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Allen now on first down. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Corey Peters breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's third down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit!
Now Allen to throw on third down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now McCoy. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Rosen, caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green, 39!
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now let's go!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald, 53 yards. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Leopard! Leopard! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. The Bills on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Now McCoy. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.